I'm super excited to introduce a really good friend to Benzinga and myself, but I think one of the more interesting stories into cannabis personally is Diane Downey. She's going to jump on here shortly, but there we go. Add her up to the stream if I can get my computer to work. Perfect. Diane, how are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good. Glad to have you. You're one of the leaders in Oregon. You have a ton that you are working on. I'm super excited to have you. I'm going to let you go right to it.
All right, thank you. Well, we have a little video that Aaron's going to play for us to start. It's about 2 minutes long, and it just gives a really good background about our company and how we got our start. So go ahead, Aaron.
I've also been asked to tell you to share your screen, if that's okay.
Oh, I shall.
I've always been an advocate for the legalization of cannabis. The emphasis is on quality, and we are all about growing the best cannabis possible.
We were lucky to get our marketing firm from Seattle, and it was back and forth to get our concept just right. I know that our dispensaries appreciate that marketing because they need brands that are willing to tell the story behind it.
We are currently in about 140 dispensaries. You can find us in Eugene, the coast, in Bend. You can find us in Portland.
Our customers, they ask for our product. And one reason that we've tripled our production this year is because we've been unable to keep product on the shelves. Everybody knows that we're organic, and they appreciate it.
Currently, right now, Rebel Spirit is stepping into more of a role of taking on its own wholesale distribution of its own product. We are open to sell as a producer. We also have our wholesale distribution license. So we have the ability to offer our product to any OLCC-approved dispensary as recreational.
We're really working to stay ahead of the curve. So that's why we were one of the first ones in Oregon to get our license. We knew we wanted to be first to the punch on everything. We at Rebel Spirit are really dedicated to following all the guidelines, and we work really hard to do that. The industry is growing so fast. We are thinking about moving into other markets, say California, Washington, or any market actually in the United States, and make edibles, salves, and tinctures and whatnot that people in the U.S. now really want for health reasons. A lot of what we're having to do is figure out, well, what is the newest thing and how do we get there first?
Rebel Spirit has really had the chance to get in on that ground level, and fast growth it is.
Thank you. So here we go. Can you hear me now, Elliot?
Yes, ma'am. Go for it.
All right, great. Thank you so much for that kind introduction. I really appreciate it. So why are we Rebel Spirit? Our company is named for our family friend, Uncle Mark, whom you can see in the background. Mark was a victim of the war on drugs, a victim. In 1997, he died in prison where he was serving time for growing cannabis in Northeast Washington. That was a sad time for us. Now Uncle Mark is our Rebel Spirit. We have a sizable vertically integrated operation through which we grow, manufacture, and sell our products. We have 3 OLCC licenses. We harvest over 4,000 pounds of craft cannabis each year. Our pre-rolls dominate the Oregon market. We have our own sales team, and we're beginning pre-roll production in California. And this is where it all happens in Oregon on Uncle Mark's farm. We mix our own soil from our farm's rich earth and organic matter. Our private wells and collected rainwater hydrate our crops. And our crops are greenhouse and sun-grown, which saves energy and is environmentally sustainable. We have many proprietary strains, which are the product of our sophisticated breeding program, organically cultivated with care from development to harvest. We win awards, and our strains are listed on Leafly. We offer a variety of SKUs, which gives us shelf space and increases our brand recognition. You can see our edibles here. We also sell concentrates, and we have a healing salve ready to bring to market. Now for the big market opportunity. We have the #1 pre-roll brand in Oregon, and we control 7.5% of the Oregon pre-roll market. We sell 350,000 pre-rolls per month in packs of 10. To put it mildly, the pre-roll market is hot. When a state legalizes, consumers are taken with novel consumption methods such as dabbing and vaping, and then they come back to pre-rolls. As we've seen in Colorado, Washington, Oregon, and California, the pre-roll market matures about 2 years post-legalization and establishes a 10% market share. Pre-rolls are not going away. They present a familiar low-tech form. There's no special equipment, so they're easy to use and share. There's no hardware to dispose of, so they have a low environmental impact. What's led to our success? We have an unfair advantage in this market. First, we win awards. Recently, we beat 150 competitors to be winners of the Oregon Growers Cup. Our brand imagery and story are meaningful, memorable, and iconic. We've created beautiful low-tech biodegradable packaging, and our proprietary strains are unavailable elsewhere. Our variety packs provide for choice, and most importantly, our proprietary SOPs create consistently smooth smoking joints. This is not a startup. We've got traction. Our pre-roll revenue doubled every quarter in 2019, as you can see here on this chart. And our pre-roll sales have grown by over 50% in the last year. As fast as we're growing, we still can't satisfy demand for our pre-rolls. We're here to raise money to scale to this need. We're currently selling 35,000 packs per month and anticipate growing to 60,000 packs per month in Oregon by the end of 2022. There's our revenue. It's growing and growing and growing. Our brand is incredibly valuable. Rebel Spirit's brand imagery and story are memorable, meaningful, and iconic. In addition, we have an authentic heart and soul that appeal to Americans of all stripes. In sum, Rebel Spirit speaks to Americans' values for individuality and independence. The bud tenders at our dispensaries literally clamor for our pre-rolls. They tell us that many customers will leave the store without buying anything if our pre-rolls are out of stock. This is a good problem to have, and it puts lots of pressure on us to keep our customers happy. In fact, many dispensaries carry only Rebel Spirit. Bud tenders have told us that we are so popular that other brands beside us fail to sell. And our company is growing, not just cannabis. The company itself is exploding. We are going to take that fantastic growth that we've enjoyed in Oregon and blow it up nationwide in 3 phases, considering market size, barriers to entry, and evolving legality. The blue states represent markets that are of primary interest to us. Those pre-legal brown states offer opportunities to build brand recognition with hemp and CBD products. We're starting our expansion with a move to California. We're now beginning pre-roll sales in California. We're contracting with partner farmers to grow our patented proprietary strains with all natural methods. We're manufacturing using our proprietary SOPs. We're working with statewide distributors. And we're projecting sales of $350,000 a month by this time next year. How will we use your investment? We plan to use our proceeds to get the biggest bang for our buck. We're looking forward to hiring the talent we need to scale. We're going to protect our brand and strains to de-risk our IP revenue potential. Our dedication to marketing drives our strategy to expand state by state, focusing on relationship-based growth to duplicate the model that has worked so well for us in Oregon. The bulk of our funds will be used to maximize our return on investment, that is to scale to demand and hone efficiency. Just regarding a little note, when it comes to IP protection, we already hold trademarks for our brand in Oregon and California, and we have our application in for the United States. We can't do this alone, so we built an excellent team. I myself grew up on a 3,000-acre cattle and hay ranch, and I have 30 years of administrative and managerial experience. My partner, Chris, is an expert in organic agriculture, construction, contracting, and management. And we direct a solid team of leaders for our staff of 45 who get the job done. In addition, we have dedicated advisors who are with us every step of the way. Lori Ferrara provides us with quality connections to grow our business. Doug Lambert helps us to manage that growth. Larry Solinger keeps the finances of our complex business structure organized. And Mark Gardberg provides counsel from our corporate base in Nevada. Rebel Spirit is not just here for business. We're here to make things right. Many of you are familiar with the Last Prisoner Project, a nonprofit organization that works to aid those incarcerated for cannabis offenses. Because of Mark's history, Last Prisoner Project's mission resonates with us. We are mindful of the suffering of those not benefiting from cannabis legalization. Rebel Spirit is committed to community and inclusion. Our profit sharing and partnership and activism with Last Prisoner Project give us a way to act on that commitment meaningfully. Now for our offering. Alvador Holdings is the parent company for 5 subsidiaries that provide for real estate holdings and the production, manufacture, and sale of our products. This structure and our Nevada incorporation indemnify our brand and provide us with flexibility in minimizing our tax burdens. We are offering a $2 million raise for a minority position, converting to Series A at a 15% discount with 5% interest and a $10 million valuation cap. We expect to exit by a trade sale or other corporate transaction. Thanks for being here today, and Chris and I hope to hear from you.
Thanks so much, Diane. Truly an interesting story behind your brand. I know you presented with us before, probably about a year ago, but it seems like some very exciting updates for you all, which means a lot of hard work in between last time and this time. So let's start off with, really, I think the most exciting aspect of the immediate part of your business, which is your pre-rolls. How do you explain, or how can you kind of touch on how they got to be the leading pre-roll brand in the whole state of Oregon?
Well, I think that it's relevant that we didn't jump right into the Oregon market with our pre-rolls. We started our business in 2015 with medical so that we'd be ready to go into the Oregon recreational market when it became legal January 1st, 2016. And we always had pre-rolls, but we made a reputation in the market of having top quality flower, of being honest and law abiding and wanting to do business right. And we actually, before our pre-rolls blew up, we were in more dispensaries than we are now because we can only handle so much business. But in any case, in the February of 2019, we brought out our new packaging, and that's when our sales just took off. We have not been able to keep up ever since. And so we already had that reputation built. We already had a name for ourselves in the state. We've got this amazing product. and packaging and story, and getting those packages then out into the world has really been the best marketing to bring people back to the stores.
I love that. What's your view on the national pre-roll market? I can imagine you are making plans for taking this proven brand across state lines. So, I would love to kind of understand your due diligence on what the national landscape looks like for that.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this, especially given the market share that we've been able to capture in Oregon. So when we first started up with our pre-rolls in Oregon, when it was looking like a couple years ago, when it was looking like this was going to be the thing, I was hoping to capture 5% of the market in Oregon on pre-rolls, and we're up to 7.5% now. So I'm taking that 5% goal, being modest, and say taking that to other states. I realize that we don't have the same backstory in other states that we have in Oregon. And so as we go into other states, we're going to have to hit our marketing really hard. Marketing is going to be number one for us as we go to other states, and maintaining our same quality as we go. But if you look at, I was just looking at some of Benzinga's numbers, and Benzinga says that in 2020, the nationwide cannabis market was 17.5 billion. So 10% of the, historically speaking, 10% of the cannabis market is in pre-rolls. Okay. So then if we take 5% of that on a wholesale basis, if we had 5% of that nationwide basket, we'd be at $87 million in sales tomorrow. All right. And so, then if you look at Benzinga's predicting 41 billion by 2026, right? So then we've got that much more. Even if we only had 1% of the pre-roll sales nationwide, that would give us 17 million in revenue. And given that we're operating at about a 20% profit margin, that give us a tidy little profit of $3 to $4 million a year. So, even if we were to really scale back our ambitions, or for some reason not blow up in the rest of the country as we have in Oregon, we're sitting pretty to do well nationwide.
Fantastic. Diane, we are just about out of time, but if you could leave our investors with a final thought here, why should they be excited about Rebel Spirit?
I think they should be excited about Rebel Spirit because honestly, we have the whole package. We've got the brand, we've got the quality, we've got the reputation, we've got the team, and we're making it happen. In addition, we're really mindful about bringing other partners along with us as we go, so that as our ambition is to go nationwide, we're looking to bring business partners along with us to help us do that, so that we're not planning to do this all on our very own.
Smart. Thank you so much, Diane. It's a pleasure having you here. And I look forward to watching your success over the next few months, because I'm sure that's what it's going to be. Thanks again, Diane. We will see you soon. RebelSpirit.com or RebelSpiritCannabis.com?
RebelSpiritCannabis.com.
Perfect. Thanks again, Diane. We will see you soon.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.